So I have this little microphone that I plug into my phone now, so hopefully it's less horribly windy as before. One of the comments I used to get from everybody is, why don't you take a vacation, go someplace relaxing? I don't really need to take a vacation and, you know, go thousands of miles away. But after a day of doing a bunch of Zoom calls and writing people, and it's kind of nice to come down here. This is Sheepshead Bay. It's the bottom of Brooklyn. My grandma came here in the late 50s when she decided to come to America. Because her mountain town in Italy that had 100 people kind of sucked from what she described to me. You know, she liked the people, but it just, you know, kind of... There are limits to living in a town that has a population of 100 that I'm sure you can imagine. And it's really kind of nice, like, to just be on this boardwalk here that looks like it's kind of built by Eugene. Erica's been screwing with me. What she does is she specifically jumps on it. Stop that! Erica, stop it! I don't want to go swimming today.
I'm only 123 pounds.
Used to be 123 pounds. You used to, and it's right by the boardwalk here, heading off into the bay or the ocean or whatever, and it's kind of nice. It's there's all these signs saying "Do not fish, do not fish, do not fish," and I love it. I love it because you got all the people that just like, you know, fuck you, Cuomo. I don't give a shit. F you de Blasio, I'm gonna fish anyway. I love it. No, there's signs in the boardwalk. It says do not fish, and it's like, nobody gives a fuck about you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Look, there's a bunch of swans
It's that
there.
classic.
And geese.
Yeah, there's a...
albatrosses or seagulls.
If Oreo caught that, would it eat Oreo or Oreo eat it?
Oreo would probably, or I don't know. Depends how much gang up on Oreo.
By the way, we're outside and the nearest person is 24 feet away and Erica has a mask on. What are we gonna do about this?
Huh?
I'm all for mask wearing indoors and offices and all that around sick people.
I don't understand this.
Why am I what?
Mask shaming me.
Erica?
I'm outdoors.
Exactly. The nearest person is 24 feet away.
Hello, I just walked past a person.
A seagull?
You see a person in front of me, but if someone walks past me, I want to be responsible. And yeah, people could say, ha ha ha, Erica, you're so stupid. Why are you wearing a mask? You don't have to do that. Look, there's a reason why we got into the situation. In my opinion, I'd just rather socially distance.
Yeah, because of all these anti-vaxxers with their YouTube channel.
No, that's not it. That's not it. I just want to protect others and protect myself as well. Like, I don't think it's like...
Nobody here cares about protecting you. If they did, they'd be wearing them. What I do when I go on my jog is if I see that there's someone...
You know what? That's like saying, you know, everybody litters, so why don't you just litter too?
The earth has no immune system.
Well, it doesn't get better if people don't change their ways.
But this is a really nice looking neighborhood. Like, one of the things I like about coming down here on the rare occasions that I do is just a reminder that there are small sections of Brooklyn left where there's not litter on the street everywhere as much as there is. You know, where people are like, you know, it's like semi-nice. Like, I remember my grandma telling me when she first moved here that she used to leave her door unlocked every day. And it's really weird hearing that. Because, like, that was back in the day of the mafia and the mob, and you had the crack epidemic and all that shit happening and going on. Yet people like my grandma and all the little families in the neighborhood that moved here, that lived on, you know, around Avenue U and Avenue U in Bedford in that area, all of those families, they left their cars unlocked, they left their doors unlocked, and now you don't have any mafia in New York City anymore. You don't have organized crime and the crack days and all that. But you wouldn't dare not lock your door. Hell, I lock my bike if I'm walking into a deli and I can still see it. So it's really interesting to see how that changed. Like, you can actually see the crime has went down exponentially. Like, if you look at a graph of crime from 1980 or 70 to now, it's gone down like crazy. But that attitude, and I kind of wonder, was that crime all directed towards only certain people? Was it only crime that affected the people that were taking part in the drug trades or whatever the hell that was going on at the time, or whatever mob shit was going on? And like, maybe now it's just more generalized out there everywhere. It's hard to tell. Or maybe it was just that people were more ignorant back then because you didn't have as much stuff on the internet, or people weren't paying attention. That's also very possible. It's just like coming to a neighborhood where there's actual space on the side of houses and people have a yard and a front yard and a backyard. It just kind of reminds me a little bit of what's waiting out there for me someday when I'm out of here.
Yeah, that house over there, that's waiting for you.
Erica's tastes are a little too rich.
Okay, you want to see what house I like? I'll show it to you.
Erica, okay, we're not living here. This is outside the budget, girl.
Huh?
This is outside the budget, girl.
I know,
No.
slightly.
No.
Okay, let's see the house. No, I know this is way outside of the budget.
Kathy would hammer you too much to be able to buy this house.
Okay, so it's the house that's coming up. It's after this one.
Wait,
Actually,
it's not this one?
The Eugene one. No.
Oh, this one's way better than that.
No, that's a HAKKO house.
No, it's not.
That house.
It's not half.
No.
No, look, it's like one of those buildings in Manhattan where you've got the bridge between them.
No, I'm plus. That's too plain for my taste.
It's nice to be out after a day of nonstop Zoom calls and typing interviews.
Eugene made this one over here.
Yeah, it's the Eugene house right there. You see the Eugeneness of it? Every time you come by here, there's no progress.
Come over here.
Never progress. Pure Eugene.
This is the house.
Oh, John with your effing salt. No.
I like over here.
There's no correlation between having literally the lowest price Tesla when you price from lowest to highest and having a $4 million house. So take that salt and shove it up your ass.
Yeah. That's the
Where we
house
go?
I like. The green one.
The green one. Wait, which is the green one? That's not green, that's peach.
No, the green roof one. This one. It looks so magnificent. It looks like a little palace.
I don't like how bad at math do you have to be to associate a car in the 30s with a house in the 4 millions? It's like that's a misalignment. So,
it's so pretty.
what is this one?
Yeah,
I like the door. The door is really nice, but
gate. Look at that custom gate.
here's the
Look how
problem.
pretty it is.
Here's the problem with Erica's taste. When Erica says, I like that house, I want to live someplace like that, she chooses the one that's 4 million.
This is not 4 million.
Have you looked it up, Erica?
It's 5 million. What?
I'm about to toss you into the bay.
I don't know how much it is. Wait, here, look, show it.
I'm gonna toss you into the bay.
That's such a pretty house. Like,
It is.
look at that raw iron.
You know how tempting it is?
Stop for a second. Look at that. Look, even the top, it's just gorgeous.
Do you know how tempting it is to just take her and like tie her to one of those boats and just send her out?
Look at the garage door. Look at the garage door. Look how grand that.
Okay, that's insane. You want to cross the street and take a look at it?
Cinderella couch.
It has one of those signs that says it's protected by a security system, which is how you know no one lives there.
No, come over here.
What?
Look.
I want to take a look at it.
What?
It has a sign that says it's protected by a security system. That's the sign you put up when nobody lives there and you're at your other vacation house in Florida, but you want people to think you live there so they don't take pictures of your property. So let's take a look. You know that there's no security someplace when they have one of those secured signs.
Huh?
Wow, it's pretty nice.
I know.
As you can see, none of the lights are on because nobody lives here.
You think Sonny could make a gate like this? Sonny?
Are you kidding?
Sonny? Waiting for you.
This is a garage that even Sonny couldn't afford to live in.
What? Look at this house.
I probably couldn't afford to live in that garage.
Decorations. See the fine details? I love fine details.
I know, that's so fucking crazy.
I know. See, that's why I love this.
Look at the gate. This is insane.
That's what I was saying. I love this gate.
Yo.
I've seen many, many gates.
Have you ever met a fan in real life? Yes. Type the address in a Zillow, see what the garbage estimate they give on the house. What's the address? Protected by Integra Security.
1004.
Yeah, right. 1004 Shore Boulevard.
Yeah, 1004 Shore Boulevard. See? Isn't that pretty?
I tried to look this thing up on Google last time and it didn't exist, so I don't even know where Erica got the price from.
Hey, come over.
Yeah, the last time I tried to look this up, it didn't exist.
I love this gate. How do you even get a gate like this?
No, I don't have the Y, I have the 3. I'm cheap.
Look. Like, you
Literally,
don't pick this up
sort by lowest price.
Oh, see? Oh, that's a landscape.
Alright.
See this? This is amazing.
It is amazing, it's just... Erica.
What? Why don't you buy a cheap house and put a gate like this?
Why don't you get a job, girl? You're gonna have to get a real... You're gonna have to get a job that pays 10 times what I get right now. Erica?
What?
I need you to... Can you become like a Dogecoin broker?
Dogecoin broker?
I need you to become a Dogecoin broker.
Even if I had $1 million of Dogecoin, that still would not be enough.
Yeah, you still need another 4 or 5.
Yeah, I still need another 4 million.
What if we just guess the code to the security and, kind of just like...
No, it doesn't work out like that. No.
Why not? Because that's
still a trespass.
that's the cheap way to get the house. I'm just saying.
Look up.
No.
Look up.
What?
Look up.
I'm gonna keep going. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Oh, Jess is here. So, Sonny says, "Yep, poor me."
Poor me.
Yeah.
Sonny, how much do you think that fence costs?
That garage costs more than where I live right now. I bet if I wanted to rent that garage, it would cost me more money than that.
Anybody have any idea how
Andrew
much it
Dice
costs?
Clay lives somewhere around there during his peak. Hannah says the fencing alone is worth more than most people can afford. Yes. See, Lewis, buy the house, get Oreo's silhouette put on the gates like those guard eyes. Are you kidding? Now Erica trolling Lewis. Yes. Yes, Erica enjoys trolling me by pointing out $5 million houses and saying, I'd like to live there.
I still want to live there. It's pretty.
Not salt, just NYC humor. Fine, fine, fine.
Okay, seriously though, but how much do you guys think that fence costs? You know, that decorated wrought iron custom looking gate? Anybody have any experience about pricing? Or where you even go to get that stuff done? Sonny?
Parked.
Any guesses? I mean, that really looks like craftsmanship right there.
It's nice.
I know, it's nice. I've never seen it. I actually went online
This
trying
must
to
be
find
a
something
school.
similar and I couldn't find it.
This looks like a prison. This must be a public school. You can always tell a public school because they have all these gates over the windows to make sure the children can't escape.
30K.
If Erica tells you that she wants to live there, just
25K.
tell her think about all the cleaning. I think once you can afford to live there, you can afford a maid.
Yeah.
Once Erica finds a job that pays $500,000 a year, she'll be able to also get the maid.
Oh, geez.
Think about it. If to get a $1 million house, you should make $100K a year.
Okay.
Then to get a $5 million house, you should make $500K a year. The math adds up.
500K a year. That's a lot of zeros.
This triggers me now because every time I see a Tesla with those wheels, I know that means that person paid $2,000 to get those wheels.
So that gate allegedly costs about as much as a Tesla.
All the old public schools in Florida look like prisons. All solid masonry with just like a 12-inch tall window strip along the top of the outside. Hey there, whacktivists.
Oh, here's another one. See? See, look, turn. This is red brick. Oh, no.
It looks very dark and scary.
It does. You know what it looks like? It looks the Mario Castle theme.
There's no... Yeah, but I don't feel like if you walk in there, there's going to be any light in there. This kind of creeps me out.
It looks like the boss door.
I think with proper photography, you could make this look really cool. But then when you actually show up and check it out on the inside, you'll be scared. By the way, the last time we did a live stream, you couldn't hear anything because of the constant wind. And there's the same level of wind now. Is this an audible stream or do you hear nonstop wind?
There's nothing.
Are you able to hear? I'm using this little Rode mic that has a giant poofy dead cat thing on it. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's breaking it off. Holy shit. Wow. She's going for it.
Oh, whatever.
Oh man, you are living on the wild side, woman.
No one's over here on this side.
No, look, there's someone over there. Look.
No, that's socially distant.
Okay, so 50 feet is socially distant to you, not 24. Were you the one who left that comment last year when I was wearing a mask on my bike while I was riding it and the closest person was 24 feet away that said, what if you're spreading COVID to them through your mask through the 24 feet of air?
I don't know. Probably not me.
I bet it was you.
No.
Okay, this is kind of weird looking. What do you think of that? The marks on the stone are kind of, it really makes it look like something horrible happened here.
No, it looks like the stuff on the floor that they just put on the wall.
That door looks like it belongs to something in Aladdin.
It looks like I should be repenting for my sins.
Yeah, you should be. You just took off your mask.
Come on, get over here.
And look, it has an upvote. You didn't even notice the upvote.
Oh, screw that. I hate those upvote houses.
Yeah, this entire block, simply because you can look outside and see water, that adds like $800,000 to the price of the house.
Yeah.
Immediately, right off the bat. You'll notice that. If you take a look, Shore Boulevard, in the thousands of Shore Boulevard in Brooklyn, you can follow along in Zillow. The house Erica pointed out is the best, but I'm also, yeah, it's also...
Can anyone find a price estimate for that house? I'm just curious. I think it's $5 million. I mean, that thing's really expensive. I mean, you figure the gate itself is $30K.
Oh, this is interesting. You can have normal camera and wide angle camera.
Wait,
I'm using wide angle.
Wait, can we stop for a second? I want to see chat. Go down. Scroll down. I mean, scroll up.
They destroyed a church and kept the doorway. That looks 80s, 90s Art Deco. Dr. Fauci will send COVID to you through the 5G towers. I can hear perfectly. Audio is fine, almost no wind noise. Okay, so this mic isn't bad. It's worth the $50. Erica's mask isn't doing her any favors. We can hear you and Erica clearly.
Yeah, there wasn't much wind.
Emily Ram is here. What wind? Okay.
Okay, so
Lewis, I linked you to a touch-up paint video how-to in Discord. About that.
So yeah, let me know, anybody, if you find like a price estimate for that pretty house that I pointed out. We don't know how much it is, but I'd say I wouldn't be surprised.
This is cute.
It's $5 million.
This is a very Erica-like house. Happy house hunting, says Michael Quaintance. Thank you very much, Michael Quaintance.
This is an Erica house?
Yeah.
No way.
No, it looks
Erica
like
house is the other house.
No, it looks like a gingerbread house. Yeah, I watched Chris Fix's video on how to do it, where, you know, he applies it, then he puts the tape, then he sands it, then he polishes it. And what happened when I watched Chris's video on touch-up paint is I think what happens to most of my customers when they watch one of my board repair videos and go, $250 to replace a chip?
Oh,
fuck that!
This house is cute. I don't like the yellow, but this is a cute house.
So I did pretty much the exact same thing that my viewers do when they're like, $250 to replace a chip. Screw that! With paint. And yeah, I figured out why that costs money. I watched the guide. I said, this is easy. Any moron can do that. I get my sandpaper, my polish. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, about that.
Yeah, so for the pretty house, it doesn't show up for sale. I don't think anybody... Oh, wait. 3.5 million, but that sounds too low. Yeah, I think that pretty house is $5 million. That's just my guess, but I could be wrong.
I almost got fired from my first internship of Progressive Music because I had to paint Studio East. That was my job. And I got more of the paint on me than I did on the walls.
Hey,
it was awful.
I got a question.
Awful.
So, Sonny, if you're in chat, do you think you could make like a smaller scale of that house if you had a big plot of land?
You probably need a big paycheck too,
huh?
Erica.
No, I'm just wondering, like, for like that kind of house, is it just like you have to hire like skilled artisans to put that stuff together?
Sonny is not a discount builder. Okay, what is that? What is this 15th century shit? No, look.
Come here.
Look at the little knocking. Look at the doorknob.
Come on.
No, look, it's a person. Erica, why are you in such a hurry?
Huh?
I don't
understand.
You need a big permit, he said. What about outside New York?
Big permit. Why do you?
While you were burning $5 million on a house, you were near the water to quench the fire. That's funny. The house doesn't show up on that site. Most of them don't. Where are you guys at? This is Sheepshead Bay, Sonny. Fake. This isn't live. Look outside and you can see it's dark.
What? Okay, hold up. Turn. Yeah, see, I'm totally live.
She's there. 1534 Shore Boulevard. No, I'm not living in any place that's 1534.
Oh, here we go. There, turn. Right here.
1534.
That's not bad.
No, Eric, I'm not living here.
Why?
1534.
I don't get it.
You don't get it. You don't get it?
What is it?
Really? After all my... I'm not living in 1534.
What's it coming? For refreshments after house. Oh, thank you.
God. 1 second. I have to turn Slack off because I keep getting spammed. For refreshments after house hunting. Thank you, Libor. 1 second. And Justin are spamming the shit out of me. 1 second. Sorry about that. Slack is so annoying with its notifications and obnoxious. Okay. Mic back on. Yeah, I have Slack on my phone. 1534 LOL. I want my house to... I'm gonna live at 1534 Shore, whatever, and I'm gonna be brain dead after a year. I don't like this puke green. What do you think of the puke green, Erica?
I don't like it either.
Excuse me.
Not this one.
Audio is with... It sounds like a phone call now. Huh? Sounds better when your mic was off. I don't know what you're talking about.
He just turned on his mic. He just unplugged and replugged back his mic.
I had to replug it and plug it back in because I can't get to the buttons that allow me to change apps without it. Button. My mic is not off or on. It's plugged in or not plugged in. Okay, so you tell me. So this is with a microphone plugged in. 1, 2, 3, mic plugged in. Microphone not plugged in. Mic is not plugged in. 4, 5, 6. Which sounds better? 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5, 6? I will await your answer. Okay, 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5, 6? Okay, 456 it is. Because all the people who say no, Mike can't tell me the number.
Look, for sale by owner.
Okay.
Wow, this is kind of tiny, actually.
Sin's bird is here. He's the one that was giving me shit about my beautiful paint job. Mister, I've never made a mistake in my life while following a guide. All right. For sale by owner.
Yeah, this is at least $2 million.
How much did you pay for mic 123? 123 is whatever's built into the phone. This is an LG V60. I got it for $300 on eBay.
You wanna go back to the car? So I can put this one?
Mic not plugged. 456 sounds like studio, but worse. 123 sounds more real, but live. The problem with that mic is that there's no wind. There's no anti-wind. So, like, this mic sounds like shit, but at least you don't hear a bunch of wind with it. The other one is constantly filled with wind. This is a really beautiful scenery. I would pay an additional, I think, $100 a month to live by this scenery.
$100 a month.
Yeah, the problem is they don't want an extra $100. They want an extra 500K. And like, this is not a 500K scenery. I'm sorry.
Actually, extra $1 million.
No, it's that. Look. You have some cheap chairs.
Okay.
You have chairs that's been there since 1940, and then you have the water that you can't swim in because it's probably filled with dead bodies from the crack era and the mob.
Oh, they don't want you fishing.
I would not want to dive and see what's in the bottom of this water. But like, the thing is, like, this is nice. It really is. It's just not 500K extra for your house nice. And that's what it costs to live on Shore Boulevard.
It's pretty though.
Like, anytime you see something that's like, that's not crazy nice. It's just like a little nice. It winds up costing, the lot nice price for the very, very teeny tiny minor incremental upgrade.
Do you think there's any...
Hello, Catherine. How are you?
Do you think there's any place that looks similar to that nice 1006 Shore Boulevard somewhere?
The pretty house Erica liked is 7 Hastings Street. Its Zillow estimate is $2.5 million.
Oh!
Erica, why are you in my ear?
That's a deal.
Don't yell in my ear.
You
You can't put a price on freedom, says Sonny. No dead bodies from the crack era, but today as well. You're paying to not have to look at other houses. Would you rather live in 1286 Shortwood or 1534 Shortwood? No. I'd probably rather live in A1286 because at least you can disable the GPU and have a chance. Whereas in the other one, because the thing is, there's a built-in GPU and the CPU that you could use, but if you have an A1534, you're screwed. Once your CPU dies, then you're just brain dead. I don't want to be totally brain dead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not living at A1534. Screw that. Also, that house is a giant upvote, so Erica wouldn't want it anyway.
No, it's pretty cool. It's pretty retro looking. But not nearly as good as 1006.
Yeah. This is very windy, so I'm going to take this off so you can... It's built into the phone, and right now you probably just hear a bunch of wind noise. So even though the mic on the phone may sound a little better, it really is ear rape with the wind noise. Go back to this. Way more wind from the phone. Yeah, if I'm just walking around, I don't use this one, but I keep this one in my pocket for when it's windy.
Your pocket?
My pocket. That's how Erica says box. Erica, say box.
Box.
Oh, okay, now she's saying it like not like a troll.
Box.
She usually goes box. Say cotton.
Cotton.
Say Manhattan. Say mitten.
Mitten. Manhattan. What? Gold box Manhattan.
She says she takes 2 letters with 2 T's and she adds 15 T's to them.
What?
Say Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Oh.
What? No, because like cotton, right? Like you're
Did
lying
you bring
down
my
in
drone?
a cot.
I haven't learned how to fly that thing yet,
And then
Mr.
you got
Kopaz,
like
I'm sorry.
car weighs a ton, so that's cot and then ton. So that's why I say cotton.
I live on Brighton area, which is a few blocks down, where they are in summers smell so bad.
Bad? Why does it smell bad?
Dead bodies from the 80s?
What? Cotton.
Erica and her cotton mitten.
Cotton mitten.
Mitten cotton.
Mitten cotton in Manhattan.
You want to have a boat like that, Erica? We take it to Hawaii together?
No. No.
Why not?
That's like Castaway or something.
You're so spoiled, I swear to God. She won't let me fly there in a Cessna. She won't let me ride there in a boat.
JFK Jr. I'd rather avoid that.
There's less people that want to kill me than the Kennedys, Erica.
Huh?
Less people want to kill me than the Kennedys.
Don't discredit Timmy, okay?
Don't discredit who?
Timmy. Tim Cook. Timmy.
Oh. Oh, come on. He's not going to do anything. You're being silly. What do you think of that third house from the left? The one that's all...
Square?
Yeah.
Plain.
Where's the door? It's just a bunch of windows.
No, it's a side door.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's like the freaking side entrance.
That's strange.
It's like enter stage left. It really is.
I like the one to the left of it. Look at the mailbox with the little weird pattern in it. Look at that. Right above the mailbox. You see that? I like the door. I like the repentance door.
For frick.
Every time Erica comes home, she'll repent.
Oh, whatever.
I'm sorry for I have stolen from a dumpster today.
Oh, whatever.
Move to Florida, enjoy freedom, get a pet alligator. The problem with Florida that I have is, well, I dislike a lot of the cold weather in the north. It's like, you can't be outside for more than 10 seconds without your balls being drenched in sweat is really, every time I visited, that really gets to me. And and it's one thing on vacation, but I think it would drive me nuts.
Can you imagine your heating bill? I mean, your air conditioning bill?
I can't really see the houses 720.
Shit, I don't have any.
Oh, come on. Use some imagination. When I was a kid, we had television that was analog, and there were a bunch of trees. There's a lot of trees around in Staten Island, so you'd have very, very snowy reception. So oftentimes you'd have the audio, but the video would very much so be left to your imagination. And I'm sure that it's 720p and low bit rate, but it's not as bad as it used to be.
It kind of reminds me of the White House.
How about Texas? I don't know.
Doesn't this kind of look like the White House? But
This is the depressing house.
A red brick version of the White House.
The thing is, it's not like there's no ability for this to let natural light in. So when you walk inside there, it's going to be large but totally dark.
Windows.
Okay, why are you bumping into me?
You got so many windows here.
Yeah, but it's all dark on the inside. That's going to be very highly depressing. If I'm going to pay $2 to $5 million for a house, or I'm going to, steal your money, I want to have a house that's all naturally lit very nicely. Now, you may think that that's a large ask, and it probably is, but that's $2 or $4 million, so.
Hey, can you mute for a second?
The mute button is hidden behind there where the fluffy is. Wait, here we go. Okay. Erica just needed to take a second out to remind me that she hates you all.
No, whatever.
Don't know why she can't just admit it into the camera like I usually do.
Okay.
Move to Mexico, get robbed every once in a while, probably spices things up. Mexico was not on the top of my list. Erica?
What?
This is not a CSI cam.
Okay.
You massively overestimate the abilities of a 720p 3 megabit per second YouTube stream.
Okay.
Lastly, move to New Hampshire, live free or die. Says the state with 2.2% property tax throughout. No, they don't mean live free or die. In New Hampshire, what they mean is live free and work until you die, because you will need to continue renting the home that you paid $500,000 for. Hell. Oh. Don't get me wrong, New York is not any better. It's just, if I'm going to escape New York, I'm not escaping New York for a place where I'm going to be perpetually renting where I live for the rest of my life. Texas has high property taxes, but they're not 2.2 to 2.3. New Hampshire has a lot of 2.2 to 2.3. That's Jersey level. That's just unacceptable. You buy a $700,000 or $500,000 house and you're paying $15,000 or $17,000 a year. That's over $1,000 a month. Think about that. $1,000 a month. Now, that's not a lot when you're young, but once you're old and you don't have any more income, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. It is another New Hampshire resident here does not live free. All I had, that's one of those things where they have the propaganda and they have the sayings, and then you just compare that with the property tax, and it's like, nah, you don't believe that stuff.
Okay.
Maybe you used to believe that stuff. I'm actually moving from New Hampshire to Texas in December. Interesting. What about Tennessee? Nashville is nice. I visited Nashville in 2017 for lobbying. All the people were nice. I enjoyed it. You're actually allowed to have guns there, which kind of ensure that nobody shoots at each other, unlike here where only criminals are allowed to have guns, so the criminals shoot the good people. You're streaming with an LG phone, right? Yep, this is my V60. Around Austin, that's exactly what their property taxes are, 2.275%. Well, if I were to go to Texas, I wouldn't go to Austin because Austin is going to become like Williamsburg, Brooklyn, or California at some point. It's becoming like this hipster hub. And with the amount of people moving there, it's going to drive up the property prices to insane levels where it's just going to be New York version 2 eventually. So I would probably not go to Austin. Because again, like, you know, I see what happened to Williamsburg or Bushwick or areas like that in Brooklyn, and I don't want to move to the place that's on its way to becoming Williamsburg or Bushwick. Have you ever had a fan meet you on a live stream before? Yeah, it happened once at B&H, and it was incredibly odd. We have so many mainland boomers here. What's a mainland? Why is the video so great? I don't think the video is great. Not trying to bother you, but is the quality like this because you set it to 720p or the camera of the LG phone? You're not getting to switch phones. Okay, here's a big misconception when it comes to YouTube streaming on Android. People will always say you're using a potato phone. If you use a Moto G or you use a flagship Samsung, your stream is going to look the same because YouTube destroys it. So I can't choose settings here. Like, it's not like in the app I can choose 720p, 1080p, 4K. I can't choose 3 megabit, 5 megabit, 20 megabit. I've used T-Mobile, I've used AT&T, I've used Verizon, I've used Samsung and LG flagships, and I've used the cheap-ass piece of shit Moto phones, and my streams have looked like dog shit on all of them. There's a Streamlabs app you can use for streaming where you can actually set bitrate, but it's a royal pain in the ass to use it. It's kind of annoying because like it won't immediately stream. Sometimes it'll start streaming to a stream that is unlisted or not public, and it's just like it's a pain. It's an additional pain in the ass, and sometimes it'll buffer a lot. It's weird because, you know, I can do a speed test and it'll show me that I have this amazing speed. And then I actually go to do a stream and it barely keeps up at 3 megabit a second. But that's that. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. See y'all in the next video. See you later. But yeah, the phone has nothing to do with the quality of the stream on Android. Virtually nothing. Flagship or cheap phone, really good, you know, provider or cheap ass data provider, it's all gonna look like shit. YouTube just pipes it and sodomizes it. But anyway, see ya.